Let's go to Tootsie, don't we? We're in Arizona.
The Tootsies.
We just came across the screen right at the start. That
For
makes
real? Somebody does it just to chirp us.
I think somebody does, I don't know if it's DePaz.
We have an
sitting
enemy.
There. DePaz just waits to do it before it goes to bed.
We have an enemy. Hey, but you know what?
Yeah,
we're going to find out who you are.
Yes.
We're going to find out.
Hit the like button, everybody.
Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah.
Thank you all so much for tuning into the PHNX Coyotes post-game show. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Wherever you get your podcast, leave us a 5-star review. I'm Leah here with Petey, Craig. We got Eric behind the Mac today. Producer musical chairs on the Coyote show. But you guys.
Because we keep chasing them off.
What a game. That was chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Two chaos. I covered a chaos game, then came for this chaos.
The goaltending that you watched tonight.
Wow. It was just wow.
Wow, brought to you by 4PX. Wow.
Connor Ingram did not have good numbers going into Nashville. He will not have good numbers coming out of Nashville.
Yeah, this was not... Connor Ingram was not great.
He's not that dog.
No, he will not be that dog.
Sorry. Spoiler.
But here's a couple things. The one thing that... The biggest takeaway for this for me is this is a team that came from behind. And the Coyotes have not done a good job of that this season. So they're down 2-0 early, and you go, uh-oh, this could be bad. And they come back. They come back twice in this one.
We've been saying all season this team has to get good goaltending to win. I'm not sure that's true of this team. This team is scoring.
Yeah.
This team is scoring goals. They can win a game 7-5, apparently.
Yeah.
Granted, it's the Nashville Predators, but they can win a game 7-5. They have some scoring on this team, especially when they're healthy.
Yeah, and they came back from a 2-goal deficit twice in this game. And that's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it once, more than less twice.
On the road.
We talked about, we'll get to the keys later, but after starting that slow, I thought their start was going to be imperative tonight. I thought their last home game their game in St. Louis, I thought they had a horrific start, and I thought they needed to start better today. And 10 minutes in, you go, uh-oh, it's the same thing. And their ability to defend and stop odd man rushes, and those mistakes are adding up every single game.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be able to beat good teams if they continue to play defense like that. However, to your point, this is the first time that in a long time where you felt they can actually outscore teams. Like, this is a team that used to have to win 2-1. Remember that first year? If they gave up more than 2, they were done because they couldn't score.
Yep.
Now, to put up 7, and it's not just Keller. I mean, Keller and Schmaltz contribute, but it's not just them. They're getting so much secondary scoring. So those are the big takeaways. And a win is a win. And a win in Nashville, by the way, they won in Nashville. Today was what night of the week?
Oh, coincidence? Saturday night. Huh.
Saturday night?
Is there anything to do there?
No, do they have to fly tonight?
I don't know. Nope.
Do they fly tomorrow?
Nope.
Uh-oh. This is one of those.
If you're in Nashville.
Yeah, the light's green. The light, green, 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 green. Like in the NASCAR, they're going. Like they're going. See you at Tootsie's.
Yeah. Hangover might be in the next thumbnail when they play Dallas. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's actually a pretty good
there
idea.
you go.
But so there are some positive there, but there's still... If we keep wanting to talk playoffs, they're going to have to clean up a lot of their game. They're not going to be able to compete against good teams playing like this from the red line in. They're just not. They're going to have to sharpen up. They're going to have to get better reads. And the only way you do that is tomorrow you address it and you watch it in video and you do it on the ice in practice and you continue to hit home these ideas because they can't have defensive zone lapses like this and expect to win big games. And the next game they play is Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
And the Dallas Stars team is a very, very, very good hockey team. And they cannot play that against Dallas, or Dallas will run them out of the barn. So I'm glad they're scoring. I'm glad they found a way to come back, and I'm glad they got a win. But they're going to have to defend better.
Should they go get Noah Hannafin?
Apparently there's a lot of talk about Noah Hannafin.
Yeah. No. Not happening.
Yeah, so...
And they didn't take a long look at him either. Let me just put that out there, okay?
There
They
you
didn't
go.
take a long look at Noah Hannafin. It's not true.
There you go.
Anyway.
All right. Well, yeah, that game it started icky.
What? I can't read.
You can't read. It was just
I'm shocked you
Should I
can
put my
read.
glasses on?
the deep and lock.
Yeah, we'll get to the
The Diva
super
Locks
chats
here?
later in the
I'll
show.
put my glasses
We'll
on
do
for
the
that.
super chats later in the show.
He's already gone.
It was an icky start. The Discord, and I had the same feeling where I was thinking, oh my god, like this again, seriously, they can't keep doing this. But like you mentioned, they found a way to come back and then come back again, tie it, fight from behind. This game kind of had a little bit of everything. It was sloppy at times. It was messy at times. It was unenjoyable at times, enjoyable at others. This one was chaotic, but it doesn't matter if you win 8-0 or 7-5 or 1-0. It's 2 points.
Yep.
And you take the good things and you take the bad things and you move on and try and get better.
Altex. Is it
Altex.
Altex?
It's just Altex.
I want to say Altex.
Okay.
Altex Z.
Because there's 2 Z's there. Lobbying hard right now.
Okay.
Lobbying hard.
So
for Kerfoot.
Altex $5 super chat. Coyotes won, but what's more important is Kerfoot. He's the first star and got that dog in him. It's the GOAT, Alex Kerfoot. Altex, I thought of you immediately when he scored his first goal of the season.
Altex, you have a thing for underdogs.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. And he was just at the game in St. Louis, so he gave the good vibes to Kerfoot.
There it is.
We'll talk about all the goals in tonight's game, but let's start with the numbers of this one, presented by Desert Financial Credit Union, Arizona's #1 credit union,
And my credit
named
union.
by Forbes. Oh, the more
Indeed.
you know.
There you go.
Delilah says hi.
Oh,
She should be in bed.
Hey.
Hi, Delilah.
Delilah, it's time for bed.
All right.
Special rules for Delilah.
Are there?
Yes.
So
It's Saturday, I guess.
7-5 was the final. However, the shots on goal 41-26 in favor of
Yikes.
Nashville. Yeeks. Special teams once again. This is the story every single time. Coyotes 2 for 4 on their power play. Their power play stays on fire, and their penalty kill stays meh. 1 for 4 for Nashville on their power play. Hits 24-20 Nashville, and then shot attempts. This one's insane. 76 for Nashville, 47 for the Coyotes.
Thanks for the graphic, Eric, because I got to eat some of my cookie, which some people say is
It's
not a cookie.
not a cookie.
What is it?
It's a fig bar.
Oh, the fig bar's not a cookie.
It's not a cookie.
You call that a cookie?
Yeah.
I call it a cookie.
A Nutter Butter could be
I'm
considered
going
a
to call
cookie.
it a cookie.
Hey, whatever
A Nutter
gets you
Butter's
through
a
the
cookie,
day,
but
man.
That's not a cookie. That's not a cookie. But
Mm.
Oh,
Now he's just blatantly
when you look at the
eating.
numbers,
Oh,
this team
Lord.
is since this show has been on the air for the third season in a row, this team gets outshot
Somehow.
often.
On the,
Like-
on the air for 3 years.
I
yes.
know it won't be. This might be it. The way we're going so far tonight, but so we're okay with that if they get outshot. We're okay. But you look at those shot attempts, 76-4. Like I keep going back to, if you want to be a playoff team, these are some of the things that you need to address, and you cannot give up this kind of onslaught in the defensive zone game after game after game and expect to come out on the winning side.
I think you need to do a segment with Andre.
I do too.
You need to explain yourself.
Can we do it like they do in prison with the plexiglass? Because I'm not so sure I can look him face to face. Like I have the phone, so in case I want to run, and I can knock on. We're done now. Yeah, because I would like to ask him, because the defensive zone structure on the second goal specifically. I sat with Leah and we did a Petey's puck talk in the chair, and I don't understand, and I don't know if it's that many people are making that many mistakes, or it is just literally a free fall and everybody can go do what they want. Like Valimaki's climbing on a guy that already has Bjugstad on him. I left a guy in front all alone, and then somebody goes with the defenseman, somebody doesn't go with the defenseman. It's just chaos, and I don't know if that has long-term success written on it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't, and they're gonna have to clean up against better teams
Okay,
like Dallas.
but I'll be positive they won.
They did win, but
Yeah.
there was some ugliness in this game. And we can let's go over your pre-scout, PD. 'cause
Okay, let's do that first.
You did a little
Oh,
pre-scouting.
Another opportunity to eat a cookie.
Oh my, it's not a cookie, PD.
Cookie.
Well, win the
Take it
first
away.
period, and the reason I said that is both teams, the Coyotes were 0-2 and behind after one, and Nashville was 0-3. So neither team had won from behind. Well, guess who did tonight?
The Yotes.
The Yotes did. They were down 3-2 after one, and they come back and win. Limit the penalties. I thought after their 7 penalty night the other night, you take McBain out of the lineup with an injury, and O'Brien stays off the penalty sheet, which is
Yeah, I didn't even notice him
unbelievable.
much tonight.
Maybe that's the key. Maybe O'Brien just needs to stay out of the box, because they won the special teams race again. And Ingram versus his old team, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because you look at his stats, he is now 1-2 against his old team. But his numbers are horrific against Nashville. And somebody said in the Discord, he's like Kemper. And Kemper had a hard time playing Minnesota. His numbers against Minnesota were poor.
He even got hurt against Minnesota.
Yeah, actually ruined that season, but that's a long time ago.
It did ruin the season.
Who outdrew the Coyotes brings up a good point. 0-3 on the Keys and still won.
Yeah.
That might be a first.
It might be.
It might literally be a first. And everything about this game felt like wrong.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense. But that might.
Yeah, so it's so much for me knowing anything about hockey because apparently 0-3. And
I was going to say that earlier.
Yeah,
like,
well,
you know why you're wrong? Because we know nothing.
Well, the special teams carry this team again, and their power play. And the stat is if this team gets 2 power play goals in a game, they have not lost a game. Well, because they're putting up numbers. That power play looked good again tonight. I'm not always positive about Nick Schmaltz in the bumper. Because he's been able to that seam pass is what those two have been really good at, but he's been great in the bumper.
Yeah, Kels really likes him there.
Yeah, his ability to move the puck quickly from that spot and read when he's got pressure in behind him so he can either take that shot or move it back. He's been really good in that bumper. And Cooley, I don't know how you argue with Cooley on the power play either. He's been able to get 2 assists on the power play tonight, 3 points total tonight.
Well, wait, is he tied?
He's tied.
Is he tied with the great Bedard?
Who?
The great Bedard.
Have you heard of Connor Bedard?
I thought he already got the Calder this year. I thought that was done.
It's not
the great
we
Bedard.
voted.
That's what they call him.
They're
the great Bedard?
They're actually tied in points.
They're tied in points?
Yeah.
They are.
Huh.
11
But, you got to score goals.
You do have to score.
you do.
You do have to score goals. And it's funny because we looked at Cooley tonight, and there were, again, a few times where I think he's passing up shots. He's deferring again. And it's a lot like we saw Michelli do a year ago, where you defer to the people that are veteran players in this league. He is going, you know who doesn't defer? Connor Bedard. Connor Bedard is not deferring to anybody. Like, he's taking more shot attempts than any rookie in the league right now. I think Cooley's going to have to start taking some shots on the goal. He has to start shooting.
What?
Oh,
sorry. My kid just came strong against me.
Oh.
I asked my kid if a Fig Newton was a cookie.
The answer is no.
Well, it was a long
Oh, my God. That's a paragraph.
That is a
no, it's a horrendous crime that someone created. The only memory that I have of Fig Newtons is starving of nutrients at a healthy friend's house that had chunky peanut butter and almond milk. There's no joy from that disgusting thing. Cookies provide joy to people. That thing causes despair. It's horrific. You would even try to compare that abomination to a cookie.
That is your
my
kid?
own flesh and blood.
That is your kid to
my
a
own
T.
flesh and blood.
Is that Aaron or Cole?
No, that's Cole.
Oh my God.
Cole wrote that?
The apple does not fall far
yeah,
as
exactly.
the writing?
The correct answer is no. And that's it. Like, that's what my kid
That
wrote.
was really well done,
kid
though.
would've
I
said
enjoyed
no.
that.
Yeah.
Your kids are
I
writers.
think this show might be as chaotic as this game.
In short, a Fig Newton is not a cookie. The
See,
follow-up.
that's brilliant. Cole,
Holy
nice job.
Wow.
Very
Holy
No
intelligent,
free ads. No
thoughtful.
free ads.
Oh, that was good. Wow. All right. Yeah, this show's already chaotic. People are upset we didn't do the 30-second summary. I think because it would take more than 30
Shit,
seconds.
it would have. Yeah.
Holy crap.
I can try.
The 30-second summary. Because
Can you talk like Shane?
Oh yeah, like the 1.1.5 sped up voice. I can try my best. Ready?
All right, let's see.
1, 2, 3, go. Early on, 1-0 Nashville. 2 minutes later, they score again. Then who is it? Michael Carcone, his 5th of the season from
faceoff.
Cooley. Troy Stecher comes out of the box. Breakaway goal. Tied. Nashville scores 2 minutes later, 3-2 Nashville after the first period. Then Kerfoot penalty early in the second. Power play goal for Nashville. Ryan O'Reilly. Clayton Keller scores a power play goal. Connor Cooley, no look pass. Kerfoot gets his 1st of the season from Boyd and Dumba. Then, who again? Carcone, top cheese, his 6th of the season from Moser. And Connor Ingram, his 1st point of the season, his 1st NHL point. And now every Coyotes player has a point.
Including Vegemelki?
Slightly over, but that was impressive.
I'm almost done.
Not done yet.
I'm almost done. Nashville
Never mind.
ties it 5-5, 6 minutes left. Sean Durzi gets a power play goal, his 5th of the season to make it 6-5. And who else but Nick Bjugstad from Minnesota
The dog in him?
for an empty net goal. No.
Barrett Hayton on the assist on that empty netter.
Woo! I tried. I don't think there was any
that was
way
really
I
good.
could get that in 30 seconds.
My friend in LA says the Fig Newton is a cookie. So I'm just following up with that.
Okay, can you put a poll in the chat?
And my daughter Erin
I don't know how to do
says,
that.
my daughter
Erin
Erin's
does.
response, I like apples and bananas.
Okay,
So,
Eric is putting a
I wanna
poll in
ask
the
if my
chat.
daughter is
a
drunk
Fig
right
I'm
Newton
now.
a
going to say
cookie?
hi. That's a high response. Is Fig Newton a cookie? I like apples and bananas. That's totally OGs.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking. She's on something.
Well,
Yeah,
Aaron
so,
is a college student, so
text
you
my
never know.
wife right now.
So there were 5 Coyotes with
Toxicology report.
multi-point games tonight, and Cooley led the way with 3.
And Keller.
Oh, Keller had 3
Yep.
also?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Well, then my stats wrong.
He assisted the Bjugstad empty net for his 3rd point.
Okay.
Yep.
So they had 2 guys with 3
Yep.
points. That's a lot of
That's a lot.
multi-point games. And
a lot.
again, it goes to your point, Craig, that they're getting points and they're spreading out the offense. Clearly, the power play drove that, and the Durzi shot was fantastic. But we said on air when we watched that game, the Durzi goal doesn't happen if not for Barrett Hayton driving the net. And I know it wasn't him directly in front of the goaltender, but him driving the net caused the Nashville defender to get in front of his own goaltender. So again, Barrett Hayton does get points tonight, but he's doing those little things that he needs to be doing. So I know there's a lot of hate on Hayton, but I thought he was an effective
Hayton on Hayton.
Yep.
He did get a point, though.
He did get a point.
Yep.
So he's no longer pointless.
Look at how that works. Are you high?
No.
Okay, everyone in the chat is saying Fig Newtons are not cookies.
Y'all are wrong.
And the poll right now, it's a 73% no for no. 40
I like
votes.
Fig Newtons, so
40
I
votes.
disagree, but I don't think it's a cookie.
I like Fig Newtons. It's not a cookie.
It's a cookie.
Wikipedia says
Wow.
it's a cookie.
Thank you. Step off, all of y'all.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
All y'all, because Wikipedia is the
Wikipedia.
definitive source. I
Yeah.
use it all the time. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no, I
you
don't.
can't use Wikipedia.
Oh my god. Oh my
Fig
god.
Newton's a cookie. Thank you, Wikipedia.
All right, I don't even know where to go from here. Like, where do we go? Where do you
There's so
want to go
much-
first?
I think
There's
we
so
should-
much misinformation out there.
We already did by the numbers. We did things.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Connor Ingram?
Let's talk about Connor Ingram, and
Okay.
let's talk about whether or not the Coyotes should continue to rotate goalies.
Well, I don't know how are you saying, oh, ride Vemelka now because he had one bad game? Has Vemelka been great this
It's
season?
not necessarily a response to Ingram having a bad game as much
It's
as
just
it is
rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they,
Yeah,
I mean, they've been good for the most part this season, so it had worked up until recently. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on this. I really don't.
I think Petey does. Not strong, but you definitely
Well,
have
yeah,
an
they've
opinion.
lost 3 of their last 6. They're playing at 500 pace. I guess my point is, there used to be. Well, you just have to put thought process into who's playing. There used to be a thought process on a reason on why a guy's playing, and he's had a good week in practice. That would be a thing. For real, these are things.
I know.
Or he's really good against that team, i.e. Vemelka versus Winnipeg. He's good against Winnipeg. Well, this guy's really good. And they look at the stats, how he's done against that team over time. You know who's not been good against their team? Ingram has not been good against Nashville. Small sample set. Teeny tiny. But now it's 3 games in that sample set. Next time they play Nashville, I wouldn't start Ingram. Sorry, I wouldn't. I know I got the win, but I don't think he was great tonight. And maybe it's just one of those teams that gets in his head. My point is,
you're not one of those guys. He got wins. You're not one of those Calder
it's what
voters,
you're
for
playing.
instance, who votes for a goalie because he gets
Is what?
wins.
You're not a Calder voter.
right? Just because they got made. So I think it's time to maybe it might be time to start thinking. I don't know if it has to be automatically every other guy. I just don't know how long that can continue. I don't know.
So maybe like if a guy has a good effort, you throw him back out there the next
Yes.
game. That's what you're saying. Okay.
I want to see a goalie get on a roll, and I think it's hard to get on a roll. And I don't know if it's almost an excuse. Well, I'm not playing next game, and I can lay off the gas for a couple days because I know I'm
you know
not
what we
playing.
need? We need a story on this.
We do.
I'll write that story when they get home.
Yeah, because I'm curious. Because
I was going to write it before, as you guys know.
Yeah, the goaltending story.
Yeah.
And I'd like to hear
But
from.
that's when they were
I'd like to hear a
good.
quote
And then I
from-
said, I'm going to write a story. And then it was, oh my God, that was horrible. That was LA.
I'd like to hear from Corey Schwab and Andre Tournier. Bear's a goalie.
Yep.
And I think we both played that position. And I've been a backup. And I've been a starter. And you want to be the guy.
Yep.
Goalies want to be the guy. And it's just, I don't know how long you could share that. I know it's working in Boston with Swayman and Allmark, and they're doing a similar thing there, but Boston Bruins are undefeated.
Yeah, they defend a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm just wondering if this would give a goalie an opportunity to get hot, if he's going, well, if I play really good tonight and I give a good effort or maybe I get the net again. And now I'm not saying that they're not giving an effort, but they already know Vemelka's playing the next game in Dallas. And Ingram's playing the next game.
Yeah.
And then the other side of it is it helps you prepare for it. So now I'm Ingram and I go, okay, I'm playing the next game against Columbus. I can start thinking about Columbus now and preparing for that. So I get it.
Yeah.
I just think at some point they're going to have to play a goaltender more than one game in a row. And my fear is it's going to happen when somebody gets hurt. And now you're screwed. So I'd like to see it happen before that.
We'll dig into that. We'll definitely dive into that.
Okay.
My Wikipedia defined cookie bag is empty, so
I'm going to
don't
go a
have any more
step further.
cookies.
That's not even a Fig Newton. So
It really isn't, actually. It's a
no,
knockoff.
like a Fig Newton's more
It's actually
cookie
a good
than that.
knockoff, though. It is.
I'm so sorry if you tuned in for hard-hitting hockey analysis,
Yeah.
and this is what you're getting.
Your fault if you did.
Can we talk about Carcone?
Yes. Petey's hosting tonight.
Well, Carcone is tied for goals on this team. Michael Carcone.
Yeah.
And
Just
he's
as
a
we
guy
all
that
predicted.
we weren't even sure if he was going to be the 13th forward in coming in and out of the lineup right now. He's tied for the lead with Clayton Keller on this
Good for
team.
him.
And you know what he's doing? Shooting the puck.
Yeah.
And it's just like we said, Cooley needs to shoot more. Carcone, that shot he had tonight, I will.
Oh my God.
That was a great shot. Tucks it in, changed the angle on the shot right before he releases. Outstanding shot. I'm thrilled to see what he's doing here and putting up numbers, and he's going to have to. I think this team's going to need to spread the scoring out with Jack McBain out of the lineup. That's going to hurt them.
That is going to hurt them.
And I think they got by tonight with Boyd there filling in the spot, but this is going to hurt them.
Yeah, and against a team like Dallas too,
Yeah.
you really like to have Jack McBain in the lineup.
Yep.
But yeah, we've talked about how thin they are at center. We've actually been talking about it for 2 decades. But when you take Jack McBain out of the lineup, with how well he's been playing too, I mean, you remember we were just tossing this around, like if you pulled Barrett Hayton off the top line, who would you put there? And we all settled on Jack McBain, who's probably playing the best and could do some of the things that Barrett Hayton does, and now he's out of the lineup week to week. We had originally been told day to day when this injury went down, or even earlier today. So they must have got some information that made it look worse, and that's really too bad. I don't know what they're going to do long term. They're not going to call. They weren't calling someone up as of today when I asked, but if you have to call someone up from Tucson to play, who do you want in the middle? Who do you even have? Do you have a good option? I mean, Jan Yeek, I guess, is
Nathan Smith is
yeah, but he's like he's a smaller guy. He's a skill guy. I don't know. That's a tough call. You really don't have those options yet.
Yeah, we talk about the depth in the middle of the ice on this team for years now, and it's now when you get an injury like this, that's when it really comes to the forefront. I'm concerned about that. I think you got by with tonight. The one thing about McBain is he does so many different things. He provides you with offense. He provides you with the defending. I mean, he's going on the penalty kill, and he physically. Like he plays the role. You put O'Brien and Brown
I don't want to mess with that guy.
Yeah,
he's a big dude.
He's a big dude with a short fuse. When it gets physical, he protects his teammates. So him being out of the lineup for week to week is a concern. And the last thing I want to say about Carcone before we move on, he's with his 2 goals tonight. There's only 2 forwards that played fewer minutes than him, and it was O'Brien and Boyd. He played 10 minutes tonight.
Making
2
the most
goals
of it.
plus 2.
Making the most of it.
And you know how much power play time he had tonight? Out of the 8 minutes?
0.
0 power play time. He's going to earn it. You're going to see him on the power play. That second group, you'll see him on for sure.
Yeah, good for him, honestly.
Yeah, good for him.
Ogie said him tonight. You're right, Ogie. He does have that dog in him, and Michael Carcone is our player of the game. He has that desert dog in him. 2 goals tonight, and the fact that it was in 10 minutes, PD, I didn't realize that. Yeah. That makes it all the more impressive. 3 shots on goal. Ended the night +1 as well. So just making the most of his time. I feel like he's had flashes, made up for an earlier mistake in the game, but that's what you have to do. Bounce back from mistakes and make good choices. And that's exactly.
That's what I say to my kids too.
Make good choices?
Yeah.
Like, don't consider Fig Newton's cookies. Anyway.
We talked about shots on goal and he had 3. And so I looked at the stat sheet and I was wrong. Because Clayton Keller had led this team with 5 shots, tied with a player that I said needs to shoot more, Logan Cooley. Wow. Cooley had 5 shots on goal today after I just got done saying he shoots more. And I guess it's because he didn't shoot at the opportunities that I wish he would have shot at. So yeah, I apologize, Logan Cooley. I'm sure you're listening on your way to Tootsie's. Can you imagine if they're at Tootsie's right now?
Like you said,
he's not 21. He's
shot selection has not been great for him, right?
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, I don't like the angles he shoots from sometimes.
Well, and there were a few times today I turned to Leah on the TV where you go, oh my gosh, there was a burst of speed. Because the kid's quick. Like, the kid can skate. But we just don't see that consistent. He doesn't look like the Logan Cooley we saw in training camp.
No.
And I don't know if it's confidence, ice time, personnel. I don't know what it is, but he doesn't have that same jump that we saw early.
It is crazy, though, because you do see the flashes of skill when he makes those no-look passes. Like,
no-look pass for a goal today.
It's crazy. And then you look at the stats, and he's tied for the rookie lead. Like, it doesn't feel like he's tied for the rookie lead with Connor Bedard.
Right.
It doesn't feel like necessarily he had a 3-point night tonight, but he did.
Yep. It's kind of like what
cool.
Keller did last year, sneaky points. Like you look at the sheet at the end of the night and Keller's got 2 or 3 points. I think we said we're going to do this after the last game. The next game's Tuesday. Is that right?
Yep.
So the next game's Tuesday night, Leah. We're going to commit right now. We've got to do a Keller versus Keller this year versus last year.
I'm down.
We'll get that stat prepared because Keller's on the score sheet. Like Keller consistently with 3 points tonight. I want to see if he's on pace to do what he was doing a year ago, trying to get close to Tkachuk. So I think we'll have to check in on that. So tune in on Tuesday for that update.
Tune in on Tuesday.
Royan said, special shout out to Petey. Watched my first game using the antenna tonight. Finally.
Look at that.
Royan,
did you show that everybody our antenna setup?
Oh my God.
No?
I should've.
So Royan got it. Did you actually, he got the antenna to work? How about that?
There
Royan, that's who I stopped with at the game the other day that Craig set me up.
Yeah.
I helped Royan with his.
You love to see it.
Yeah. Sorry, set you up. Yeah. Kind of forced you into it.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
That's how I roll.
We had to make some adjustments to our antenna tonight, and it was fascinating. But you know what? We made it work. We really made it work.
You did?
And since we made it work so well, we can use it not just for Coyotes games, but for Suns games as well. Because you can watch the Phoenix Suns over the air as well.
On
Arizona's Family Sports.
I thought we were leading into an ad here.
That
is.
Arizona's Family Sports.
Arizona Family, my
Good
friends.
Lord.
I saw a different ad on here.
Well, I'm going out of order, Craig. As you can tell,
confused. At least I look at the rundown,
she needed
so I know what's coming next.
You can watch the Suns play on Arizona's Family Sports tomorrow at 6 p.m. against the Thunder. Then they play Wednesday. They play a ton of games on Arizona's Family Sports. More than 70, in fact.
Kelly Cruz just had a baby on Arizona Family. She did. Finally.
Lots of things happening
on
on Arizona
have
Family.
It on set when she was doing the traffic.
All kinds of things happening.
Very
on
concerned.
Arizona
Now,
Family.
Gina Maravilla.
All
right.
We're all good.
You can watch
bring
it
her
with
up again?
cable, Channel 3. You can watch it
Scotty
with an
Passmore,
antenna
April,
over the
hi.
air, Channel
up,
44,
April?
Channel
What's
3.5.
What's up, Marky McClune?
Mark McClure.
Wherever you live in Arizona, visit azfamily.com and click Suns Games for listing
all my
information for your
friends.
area. AZ Family is a great resource to
Literally
help
all
you
of
find
them.
Phoenix
Right there.
Suns games on Arizona Family Sports. It makes me think of that episode of SpongeBob where his 3 friends are the coin, the napkin, and the chip. Danielle laughed.
Yeah.
I know this episode. I'm a big SpongeBob fan.
I was
No?
when my kid was 8. Buddy, I haven't seen it in 15 years.
I haven't seen it in probably like
There
15
are other
days.
channels.
I watch
Oh my
SpongeBob still with
God.
my kids.
All
They're
right.
18
Did you
and
ever
16.
see King of Comedy with Robert De Niro?
No.
Okay. Never mind then.
Anyway,
Yeah. You have a second ad read,
the
don't you?
Suns play tomorrow. The Cardinals also play tomorrow, and Kyler Murray is making his return. I will actually be at the game.
Wow.
And I got my tickets on Game Time, and I just
Is that
pulled.
true?
I just pulled up Game Time right now. There are
Yes.
tickets, $13.
Come on.
to
see the
see
Cardinals
Kyler
tomorrow?
Murray and
See
James
Kyler
Conner
Murray?
reactivated tomorrow
Who are they
against the
playing?
Falcons.
Falcons?
Yeah. There's a chance.
There you go.
There's a chance. So if you want to get in, check it out over at Game Time. And if you haven't used Game Time yet and you download the app, create an account, and use code PHNX, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. So that's quite a steal. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PHNX for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right.
CC Royan, the same thing we had in our studio.
Oh, had to run it
Had
out
around
of
at 50
yeah.
feet. Sometimes it is about the length.
We were doing. All right. Can we read some super chats, Eric? Let's go to the super chats.
Okay.
All right. We'll start with Riley Riles, our friend in Alaska.
Alaska.
Hello from
Pizza.
Snowpocalypse, Alaska. Do you think
Oh,
the
he could
D
use a
plays
pizza
a
right now.
factor in Ingram being bad tonight, or just him?
Yes,
I think
it
it's
plays
different.
factor.
I think the D led to some of the goals, and the poor defending led to some of the goals. I don't know. So the answer is yes to that part of the question, but I don't think he tracked the puck well at all tonight.
No,
the
definitely
rebounds that he left in front all the time. And he's a guy that sucks things up, and he was dropping at his feet. He was looking left. The shot was coming from the right. He just didn't look like Connor Ingram usually looks, and he usually looks calm, confident, and controlled. And I didn't see that from him. Absolutely, without a doubt, the poor defending and the poor read on the Carcone on that first goal that led to it, nearly a 3-on-1. Yes, it definitely contributed, but I don't think he played his usual confident
Yeah,
game.
it was a team effort.
Yeah.
Another super chat for Roaring Fork said, at Leah Merrill, the Arizona Coyotes just won a regular season game. What are you going to do next? I read this and I was trying to think, like, what I'm missing the bit.
Going to Disney World?
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Craig. I'm going to Disney World, which leads into Shane's $5 super chat. Has Leah told everyone she's going to Disney World? Can we talk about that? Yes, I am going to Disney World this week. So I'm leaving these two on their own for 3 shows.
3 shows.
So if
Giddy up.
anything goes wrong next week, I had nothing to do with it.
Oh my God.
We're gonna wait. When are you leaving again?
I'll be here for Tuesday, and then I'm gone until.
So we
have
have a
guest.
show Wednesday?
Wednesday.
No.
We don't have a show Wednesday? Oh, good.
Petey doesn't
I don't
read
know.
text.
But we have
I
a guest
swear I
on
have no
Thursday.
idea.
Yes.
Thursday we have a sit-in guest for the postgame.
Yes,
Yep.
we do.
In studio.
Yep.
Is he in studio?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be off the rails.
It's the National
Oh.
Shady Rays spokesperson.
Yeah.
J-
to
JD
put the three
Rays.
of us together.
JD Rays.
JD Rays is perfect.
I like it. JD Rays.
I got to read another super chat that's only on my computer.
Okay.
Since the 1980s, Nabisco has been referring to Fig Newtons as doughy cookies.
Well, there you go.
God damn.
But
I looked it up.
But
I looked it up.
You had a fig
Oh,
bar.
BC.
That wasn't. I don't think we can classify your thing as a Fig Newton. It's not. That's not a Fig Newton. That's a
All
bar.
right. All right.
Walter Matthau. For every guy, by the way, if you haven't seen it, go see it because it's Minnesotan.
All right. All right.
Great movie.
All right. We talked about Carcone. We talked about Cooley. Troy Stecher, he had a breakaway goal right out of the penalty box.
Yes.
I love those kinds
Me
of
too.
goals.
Great move.
Awesome.
It was a great move, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Troy Stecher, I mean, he's a defenseman. He's kind of more of a defensive guy. That was only his 19th career NHL goal.
And he had 2 points today.
First
too,
of the
though.
season. So great stuff from Stetch.
When he scored that, I thought, I
Who
wonder
gave
how
you a shout out in the intermission?
Yeah, I still haven't heard that. I
Yeah.
can't
I
believe
told
you
that
guys
to
didn't
Craig
clip
Morgan.
that for
I
my
was
ego.
talking-
Yeah,
I was telling
the
that to
Discord
Craig
was
Morgan
blowing
a few
up
weeks
too.
ago.
Yeah, I don't know what he said.
Sorry to cut you off. Go
That's
ahead.
okay. No, but when Stetch scored that goal, I was thinking, I wonder what number he is in the shootout pecking order. Like, how far does Andre Tourigny need
To
to
get
get
to
down before he gets to
Stecher?
Troy Stecher? And it gave me an idea
Ooh.
to ask the players, okay,
Yes.
rank the shootout
Ooh,
guys.
I like
Brilliant.
And
that.
who's the guy bringing up the rear, right? You don't want to be that guy. It's
Ooh,
not
who would-
I love
it's not Nick Bjugstad, obviously, because he's the closer. He's the new Adrian Aucoin.
So Craig, if the team ever comes back home and has a practice at the ice den,
If they, those are the two things,
yeah.
right? They actually have to
mutually
practice.
exclusive, I think
Because
we need.
I'm going to chirp Andre
I
and
think
just say it
that's
because he always
something-
gives him days off.
we do with the microphone in their face,
That would be great.
And then
Josh Brown?
and then we throw it together.
Josh Brown on a shootout, yeah.
He
like,
might be my last.
We have to ask if it's their top 3 or after the top 4 or who is your like
No,
something.
who is
We gotta
the
get-
last person you're choosing?
Who's the last person in the shootout?
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
Because
question.
they will
That's
love
the
to
question.
chirp each other.
Yeah.
on
Love
this.
done.
There you go.
There you
Coming
go.
soon.
Coming
Coming soon
soon.
to the PHNX Sports
We
YouTube
have a lot
channel.
of things coming soon.
There it is.
All right.
If you know,
so
you know.
so Troy Stecher, he had a fun one. We talked about Alex Kerfoot getting his first of the season. Great to see him finally score a goal.
Kerfy, as we call him, apparently. Kerfy.
Oh, Kerfy. Okay.
What? I don't actually, but they're calling him Kerfy.
Okay. And
Do we want to call him
I'll-
Kerfy?
Sure.
Or do we want to call him something else? No?
That's fine.
You don't care.
I'll
you
text
just want me
favorite
to shut
player.
up.
Yeah. Again, Travis Boyd comes in the lineup, gets a point on that goal. Good to see the fourth line still getting involved, even with McBain out. Okay, Bees
Bees
asked.
have been asking.
Okay,
this.
so Bees asks this every
Every
post
game.
game. So now,
game.
so Bees said, Super Chat, so we'll read it. So Bees said, what did y'all make of the forecheck tonight? And I'm going to throw this to Petey.
I don't honestly, Bees. I don't think it was an effective form for them to create offense on. And for a forecheck to be effective, you need to dump it consistently and retrieve pucks off of dump pucks. And this team didn't do that tonight. I thought that their offense came markedly off the power play. I don't think they generated enough 5-on-5 using the forecheck. I don't know if this team is really a forechecking threat. I don't know if you go, oh my gosh, got to watch out for that Coyotes forecheck like you do with Seattle and New Jersey. That's very aggressive. So Bees, the answer to the question is, I don't think the forecheck was great tonight.
There you go, Bees. And I'll make sure we don't miss that
We do
question.
ignore that. a
Yeah,
lot.
I'll make sure that Petey addresses the forecheck nightly. We'll do
I
a
call
little
it the forecheck
forecheck.
Yeah, the forecheck check.
The forecheck
like it.
check.
I like it.
Amazing.
The forecheck check for Bees.
So Bees, they weren't exactly buzzing, said Caleb.
Wait, is this Patrick Brown's burner account
Yeah.
right here?
Caleb's probably drinking. It's after 9 on a Saturday.
Oh boy. All right. And then Sean Durzi, he scores the game-winning goal. I know your boy Bugey sealed it with the empty net goal, but Sean Durzi, a power play goal, his 5th of the season, and he is now tied for the league lead in goals from defensemen. He's in ties.
Yeah,
tied
better
for
than you
first,
expected
so.
with Durzi. You wanted Durzi to come in here and help the power play. I mean, that was the thought was, and even in training camp or the first few games, you go, well, I'm not sure he's quick enough. I'm not sure he gets up the ice quick enough. Well, You know what he does? He shoots a puck really well. And it's not a big slapper. He does that. He's got that little wrist shot that's incredibly accurate and finds the open nets. The other thing, though, you look at him tonight, he led all Coyotes in ice time tonight. He is out there a lot. So Durzi's eating minutes right now, and better than expected. Better than I expected him to play here.
Feature on him coming too. And thanks for the creative nicknames for Alex Kerfoot. Foot and Footy.
He went all out on that one.
But those are
Footy?
Those are hockey nicknames right there. That's pretty much as far as they get.
That's it.
We could call him Footsie.
Had an ER or a Y.
We definitely shouldn't. Definitely shouldn't.
All right.
Good Lord. Okay, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Let's do that right now.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep us on task, and I don't even know what the task is at this particular moment. So we'll get the upcoming schedule just a second. But the one thing we can say is they're hitting the town tonight. They're in Nashville, not just tonight. They're there tomorrow night.
But you know what
too.
they're not doing in Nashville?
What?
They're not drinking 4Ps.
They're not. I'm not doing that yet.
What was next?
No, but we're not even close.
Petey.
Petey,
Just a reminder,
you can host your
we
3
do not
shows.
drive the bus.
Petey gets to host the 3 shows. I'm gone,
And then I can read ads when I want to.
Ads when you want.
Okay.
Yeah, by the way, I'm just going to put this out there right now because it is going to be the case. When the 3 of us, when JD is replacing you, that show's going to be a hot mess.
It's
just going to be a mess.
It is.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrific.
It is.
Jeff said, "I vote for kerfuffle."
Kerfuffle.
Oh, sorry, I wildly said it first. Sorry, I missed it.
I like
kerfuffle. I don't
That's
mind
good.
kerfuffle.
I like kerfuffle.
That's good.
I like kerfuffle.
Okay,
That's
Upcoming
fun to say.
schedule.
Kerfuffle.
kerfuffle.
It's fun to say. It's like that's a Saturday morning cartoon. I'd get up early to watch Kerfuffle on a Saturday morning.
The Preds
Leah
are
doesn't
really
have-
at a kerfuffle here.
She doesn't have a Saturday morning cartoon because she
I
had
used to
cartoons
wake-
24/7.
I used to wake up and watch Looney Tunes every Saturday morning.
Like, but you have 24/7, like all those cartoon
Not when I
channels.
was a kid. All right. Upcoming schedule. My God.
Kerfuffle.
All right. So they're in Nashville for the next 2 nights, and then they're headed to Dallas. And I don't know if you've heard, but Dallas is good.
Dallas is really good.
Then on to Columbus. They're not great. And then Winnipeg's pretty good. So an interesting week next week, I think.
Got to get a win.
You got to get a win, at least in Columbus.
Yeah, I think Columbus is the most winnable game, but I think they could beat the Jets too. I don't think the Jets are that good.
I mean, and
They would have beaten the Jets if they had
I
been
thought they would have beat the
rested.
Jets at home.
Yeah.
If they had legs.
Yeah, I think Columbus is a win. The Jets is a possibility.
point.
And honestly, if
And then you're fine.
like Dallas, even if you like somehow push that to overtime and like that's
I don't see that happening. But,
I know, but
But a 2-2-1 road trip, you're happy, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing about tonight. They needed this win tonight because
Ooh, yeah.
they should have won in St. Louis. They really should have. But the fact, like, if they had lost tonight, then we'd be the vibe of this postgame show would be very different. It would be very different. And they needed this win. So even though it was ugly, they got it done and they got the 2 points. And now you can feel a little bit better heading into that next week and feel like you have a chance to finish the road trip in a good place rather than a scary
Absolutely.
place.
Absolutely.
So there you have it. Okay, we can hit pause on Coyotes talk for just a moment and throw it to a little bit of ASU talk
Oh,
on the subject
that.
of bad goaltending. But it wasn't all bad this weekend for ASU.
I mean, ASU got a win over number 2 Denver and went toe-to-toe with them on Friday night. Just kept coming back. Denver would score. They would tie it up. And then they eventually won it in OT, which obviously is going to help them in the pairwise rankings because Denver's going to win a lot of games. Denver has a really deep team. I don't even think we saw Denver's best in this 2-game series. They have a lot of skill. And then ASU builds a 3-0 lead tonight, midway through the game. And honestly, guys, they were suffocating Denver. Denver was getting nothing. I was watching this game thinking, my God, ASU is just controlling a team that is a genuine national championship contender. They turn over a puck. Denver gets a goal. And then TJ Semptifelter has, there's no way of sugarcoating it. He had a bad night. Bad goaltending cost them this game. They get a couple big saves. There's no way Denver gets the kind of momentum they did and comes back and wins that game. They got a couple empty netters in the game. You look at the score, and it was nothing like that. It was a tight game. If TJ is himself, the guy that we've seen most of his time at ASU, they sweep Denver. And that's just a crazy thing to even talk about. But even so, even with the letdown in goal tonight, I watched ASU for the first time tonight thinking, this could be a tournament team. with all the home games that they have a favorable schedule. This could be a tournament team. They're going to get a lot of points from that, like I said, from that Denver win. They're going to keep getting them. As long as they take care of business on home ice, this team has a really good chance to go to the tournament this year. And what a way to jump into the NCHC by
that was their goal last year, was to make the tournament. They struggled a little bit with injuries, and a lot of things happened last year where it didn't work out. At the point they're at in this season, I think they're extremely happy with where they're at. I know they would like to have the win tonight after a good start, 3-0 to start the game, but they're right where they want to be with this many games left and this many games left at home.
I know this happens to programs all the time, but I can't help thinking what this ASU team looks like if Josh Doan stays. This is a really good team if Josh Doan stays.
But that same kid also leads the Roadrunners in goals.
Indeed, he does.
Josh Doan. With 5.
So I would say, I think it would have been less heartbreaking if they weren't up 3-0 and blew it. If they just lost this game 8-4.
Yeah.
In any other way, you would say, okay, wow, they split the weekend. That's exactly what Greg Powers literally sat here in our studio and said that would be great to get a split, and they did. So I think that's a huge positive. I think it's really, this ASU hockey team is really fun right now. So that's great. On the flip side, you got a Coyotes prospect on Denver, Mikko Matika, and he had a good weekend, Craig.
So through the first 6 games, he had no points, and he's a freshman, so you're adjusting. He played in North America for the season last year in the USHL. So you expect a little bit of adjustment. It's a step up, pace of play, all the things that we talk about playing college. Well, he gets on the score sheet against Colorado College the weekend before. He got his first goal, his first assist. He comes in with 2 points. Last night he had 2 goals. He had 2 really big goals, and he had a goal again tonight. I got a chance to watch him. He's a big kid. He's learning to throw his body around. He's not afraid to get physical. He's got a big shot, and man, he can pick corners. Like a lot of guys, he's going to have to work on his footwork a little bit. And I know they'll get with him. Lars Eller will get with him. They'll start working on some of those things because he's not quite fluid yet with his skating, but he is a really interesting prospect. And I don't know if you guys remember watching him at Dev Camp, but he was really good at Dev Camp as well. So yet another prospect that's really worth keeping an eye on. The fact that he's at Denver, he was on their 3rd line tonight as a freshman. That is a deep. They have a lot of freshmen playing, but that's a deep roster. He's an intriguing prospect. It's just amazing how many prospects we're talking about in this system. Just again, I think I've said this to you before, but I don't remember a time where there was the depth of prospects that they have now.
Watching prospects all over the world in all different leagues. The future again is bright, but having said that, people, including us, want to see some of it now.
Yeah, it's hard to wait.
Yeah,
it's hard to wait.
It is. All right, so there's our little check-in on the Devils, and I'm checking in on the scores around the NHL. And would it make either of you feel better that the Coyotes lost 2-1 to the Blues the other night, knowing that they are currently beating the Colorado Avalanche 7-1?
St. Louis has 7 goals.
7-1 over Colorado right now.
And did you see Hyman broke through and got 3 goals?
In Edmonton?
Yeah. And she got a hat trick. Edmonton's beating Seattle 4-0.
Wow. All right.
Never
there you
know.
go.
Breakthrough.
The NHL, it's a fascinating place.
Yeah, so Edmonton's they needed a much needed win, but with Seattle losing this game, that means the Arizona Coyotes are in a playoff spot.
Are they ahead of St. Louis?
They're ahead. Well, they'll be tied with St. Louis, and St. Louis wins the tiebreaker, but they'll be in the second wild card position because the Anaheim Ducks don't play. So when we go to bed tonight,
playoffs,
the Arizona Coyotes are in the second wild card in the Western Conference.
Woo! Insane.
7-6-1. See, Caleb got it. Thanks, Caleb.
Got what?
Nothing.
Oh, boy. I think I know.
Thanks, Caleb.
And,
CWP got
Eric
it too.
is giving a thumbs down right now. I'll give a thumbs up to our friends at Four
yes.
Peaks.
Okay, Caleb, yes. I also got it, but I was trying to ignore it.
That they are not drinking Four Peaks at Tootsie's, but we're drinking Four Peaks here in Arizona.
Yes, we are.
Love Four Peaks. We love pumpkin porter. We love WoW. This was a big WoW game. I think if we could, it would be actually fun, to assign a Four Peaks beer to every game. This game was WoW.
Yeah.
There's almost enough
Brilliant.
of them.
Yeah,
you should be in marketing.
I think we should start doing that.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. We might start doing that. All right,
just
there
do
you
it
go.
for never mind.
I love it.
For road games or
what if you put it over the punch card instead of a check or an X?
Yeah,
you put the
specific
can over it.
Nice.
We might be onto something here. You can visit fourpeaks.com/locator to find all your favorite brewery tours and events. You can check out Four Peaks Brew or at Four Peaks Pub to keep up with the latest at Arizona's hometown brewery. You must be 21 or older to drink Four Peaks, and please drink responsibly.
Pavel Buchnevich, somebody asked if St. Louis has a power play because it went 0 for 7.
Yeah.
2 power plays, 2 shorties. Pavel Buchnevich has 2 shorties.
Wow.
And a power play goal. So Buchnevich. I like saying that name, by the way. Pavel Buchnevich. He's
Crazy.
got a hat trick tonight, too.
Crazy.
8-1 now.
8-1.
There you go. All right. Well, once we
Tune over
get
to
out
the
of here,
DNVR show after this. That'll be fun.
I gotta stop for gas on the way home. I'll be swinging by Circle K, and I like knowing that there's a Circle K everywhere, and I especially like it because when you're in the inner circle, you get a lot of perks, and you want to cash in on those perks, and you got to stop at Circle K, and they're everywhere. There's literally one like 3 blocks from our office in both directions. You can go either equal distance away from our office in either direction, and there's a Circle K. And if you haven't joined the inner circle yet, go ahead and do that. It's super easy. You can join it for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit circlek.com for details. Petey was eating some Circle K chips.
I did. I went to the Circle K chips today. I felt salty. I've got the weekend. I'm just eating whatever the hell I want to this weekend.
Good
Sorry.
for you.
I will get back on track Monday.
Good for you.
But whatever I want, and I went salty.
Okay. I know we have another, believe it or not, another segment that's going to get off the rails in just a second. But before we do that, I just want to mention one more thing about the Coyotes. And this is something that I was surprised that PD texted me, I think yesterday, was that the Coyotes record is actually the same
as it was a year ago.
Right now as it was a year ago. And it doesn't feel like it.
No. And I think the biggest reason why is because the teams around them aren't doing as well as they were a year ago. So the Coyotes now it's important that the Coyotes, because they were actually kind of good the first 20 last year. And I think we forgot. And then they really fell off with injuries. And I think they had some defensive struggles last year. And then they started trading players away and it all went downhill. A lot of those things, meaning they're not looking to trade players away. At least we don't think so at this point. So I would expect that as this season goes on, that you're going to see the team get stronger as opposed to falling apart. At least let's hope so. So that's another thing I'm going to personally track is how they're doing this year versus last year.
I also think because last year, they lost so many games in a row to start, it felt worse. Whereas here it's like, win 1, lose 1, win 2, lose 2. It's just very back and just like the goaltending rotation.
Exactly.
The win and loss rotation is kind of back and forth. So it is interesting. A-Root said away wins aren't as good because there's no mullet magic man.
Yeah, and I thought I read that wrong. I thought it's better because there is no mullet magic.
No, we love the mullet magician,
we do like the mullet
as
magician.
Evident by our next segment. Which,
yes, we will see it.
So this all started yesterday when Anthony Totri in our company Slack sent some photos of, he did some AI drawings, or he had AI create renderings of different shows here. And I thought, I'm going to try one for the Coyotes. So I tried, I sent it to you guys. We were laughing about it. I sent it in Discord and I challenged the Discord. Why don't you give it a shot? And we got some hilarious submission. So if you're listening on audio right now, I recommend hitting the pause button and going to the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. We will time code specifically when this part is so you can find it because you want to see these. So Eric, we can just go in any order. All right.
Well, he started right off the top with my personal favorite. That. I'd watch that. I don't know what that show is or what it is, but I'd watch that show.
It's on BritBox somehow.
Yeah, it is. That's a BritBox show. She's the coroner. He's the detective. Love.
Who's Craig?
Yeah, I don't know.
The lawyer.
Reporter. He's the pesky crime reporter.
Yeah.
This is the only one, PD, that gets your beard and hair color right.
Yeah, I think that is a very good looking group, and I would watch that.
I think this one was pretty good of all the ones.
That was one of my
done.
favorites.
Craig, do you have
just
any
shaking?
input?
You don't like it?
It's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't look anything like us. But
Well, of course not.
No,
Okay.
this is actually one of the closer ones. So, all right, let's pull up the next one. This is the mullet magician.
That is fire.
So good.
I love it.
You guys killing people in the streets late at night.
Yeah, he'd be in that BritBox show. Actually, he looks like a Spider-Man bad guy.
He's killing people with art.
He's a Marvel bad guy.
These are creative deaths.
Like it.
Yes.
All right, let's look at the next one. All right, this is
what
Petey's
is going on here?
This was Petey's attempt.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure this
Craig
out.
looks
Took me
younger
I'm a
than
5-year-old
me.
child in this one.
I think that's not bad.
I think you look fine. I am fine. I don't have brown eyes, but I can get by it. But Craig looks younger than my person in this. So, All right, next one. Oh yeah. Okay, this one was hilarious because this one, just added a hockey player in the background.
This reminded me of Hockey Night in Canada, like back in the 40s.
I could guess who Leah is. Like I have no idea which of those guys represents
Well,
me.
I got the
Petey
facial
is
hair,
like
so I got
80.
the guy with
Petey
the glasses
does
and
look-
the facial
Is
hair.
that you in the back?
I got a
Is
whoopee
that supposed
cushion
to
on
be
my
you in the
head.
back? Yeah, you do look
I got
80
a
years
whoopee
old.
cushion on my
What
head.
is that?
Hey, see, let's just get this to print. See, we got a late
You
edition
just
coming
look like
out.
some old random guy who's photobombing right now.
News
That's
from
what it's-
Nickel, kid. like what the hell is that?
All right, so then we started to
brother.
go a
Look at
little
that.
like anime.
Like this is if the CW made a news show. This would be it. Like the 20-somethings, very beautiful people. Like that would be like that's the CW. Next on the CW,
Can we talk about the product in my hair though?
it's
That's
the nighttime
causing
news.
it to do that.
I love it. I think I look
It's like-
quite handsome.
Is that sharp? Are those spikes?
I don't know, but I think I look good.
All right.
I don't know about you.
All right, next. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
All right, yeah,
geez.
Petey loves this one
This
too.
is my favorite. Like God, I wish I looked like that. Like I stepped right out of the pages of DC Comics. Like I could literally be like the aging Batman. Like that's fire. I'm Batman. Like that's
I'm
great.
sobbing. Oh my god.
Why are we both looking to the side, Petey?
I
What's going
don't
on there?
know. There's something going on.
Something
Oh,
guilty.
my
God.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody's approaching.
I
All
love
right.
it.
This one was
Yeah,
the best rendering of me of all of them.
Yeah.
Like this is the most accurate to me.
That's a Leah vibe.
This is the least accurate to Petey, who has a tattoo sleeve.
Yeah,
A bushy beard and is
was
wearing
wondering
shorts.
What is going on
Yeah.
there with that, Petey?
Again, I used the China Syndrome reference. And that's the Michael Douglas character, and you're the Jane Fonda character. Like that is
You guys are interviewing me,
yeah, that is the China Syndrome video. So
And-
if you haven't
and we're in an elevator because the person who made this wanted
Made
it to be
Elevator
like
Craig.
Elevator Craig. Yeah.
Ah, got it.
brilliant. Love it. Craig always looked good in all of them. Like I don't know if the
Okay, this is my personal favorite. We
Yeah.
got the mullet magician. We got me rocking the tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
love it.
And then
And I'm
Craig just
amazed,
looking
but the
shook.
question is, where's Petey?
Where is
Yeah, that's true.
Petey got left out of this
The
one.
mullet magician is there, but Petey is nowhere to be seen because they're not the same.
All amazed. That was a good one.
Okay, this was the one I did.
Yeah.
So I said Craig had Clark Kent hair.
Yeah.
That is why he looks like Clark Kent. And I said that Petey, I said that you had a graying beard, and
Yeah.
it really took that and ran.
Yeah.
So
Where did I get these laser blue eyes?
Craig, that you are handsome there. That is a beautiful. Like if like that, like you wish you were
like,
like that's
but seriously, those are
handsome.
piercing blue eyes.
like you rip your white shirt off there and you got the Superman logo for sure. But nobody'd recognize you because you're wearing the glasses as a disguise.
okay, and my favorite part about this one, wait, can you pull that one back? So I sent that, and this is the one I sent in Discord, and
Yeah.
everyone pointed out
Yes.
that Craig was not wearing a headset and was far away from the mic.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that is on
somehow
brand.
That's
That
on
is
point.
on brand.
That is on
Yeah,
brand.
on brand.
Oh
I'm
my god.
smoking, by the way. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
I'm
you
getting
have
high
a
or not.
cigarette in your.
like this, Eric. Can you hear
Yeah.
All right, and this
No.
is the last one, I believe. This is a hockey player. This is Brad Marchand telling Craig to shut his pie hole.
No, it's actually me mad about a guy with not wearing his mouth guard properly.
That's true. You can interpret
he's
this in many ways.
It's Clayton Keller not using his mouth guard because we each had one of these. We each had one of them of ours.
Oh,
that was when
yeah.
we had the maple syrup. I had the
Oh
thing-
yeah, I don't know where
and I
that one
forgot what
went.
Craig's
I
was,
didn't
the hot
send it.
dog.
That's my beat.
It's a hot dog, yeah.
Yeah. So that was me
Ugh.
upset that he didn't
Isn't
wear
there a
the
hot
mouth
dog
guard.
reference in here
I-
too, or did you cut that one out?
I thought
There
I
was a
sent
couple.
it, but you know what?
That's right.
It's
But
fine.
here's the deal.
There's a lot.
AI is
I
fascinating,
didn't send
and
it.
someone needs to
I
teach
did
me to do
not.
it better. Because that took me 2 hours to come up with what I did, and I was mad. I got mad doing it. So somebody needs to show me.
It's
it again.
fascinating until it
Oh,
takes
I
over,
found the
Petey.
hot dog one.
People laugh if you watch Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie.
right, buddy.
That is the freaking movie.
Wait till Skynet becomes
Skynet.
self-aware, then we're done.
Skynet
all
becomes
over.
self-aware, and this is all over.
It's all over.
Oh
so
my god.
be careful what you wish for.
Mhm.
It might fill in your chats now, but it might rule the world in days to come.
Yep.
Tears in my eyes. That was fun, and I was literally laughing out loud yesterday reading
you're
the
doing
Discord.
those?
It was so funny.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, their interpretations were amazing.
Peter did the
and
foil
yeah,
magician
we'll
one. That was
we'll
good.
do one last
There it
bonus
is.
one.
There's the hot dog.
Uh,
Wait.
No, we'll pull it back. One last bonus one. This is Craig. So someone wanted to do Craig as a hot dog, and this is what AI came up with.
You see any ketchup?
No, there is no. So this is the irony is the person wanted it to be a hot dog with ketchup, and it left out the ketchup, and
Because
it's just
the AI
mustard.
knew.
AI
Because
knew.
it's intelligence.
It is intelligent.
So it just put mustard on it instead. That's perfect.
Oh my God. All right. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed
I had
that.
a lot of fun.
Thank you everyone for making my night last night and giving us a laugh today. That was fun.
It was fun and a win.
And a win.
And I wish I was with the a fly on the wall wherever the players are right now, because there are a lot of little spots. I would bet if you're in Nashville right now, they're not going to Tootsie's. Staff will be at Tootsie's. You want to go farther out, like Stages, or even farther down the street if you want to see players. So if you're in Nashville and you're listening,
If it's me, I'm going to Love and Exile, but
That's true.
Just me.
Great spot.
Love and Exile fire spot.
Yep.
The players aren't going there tonight. They're
because Carter Hutton's not with him.
Yep. Although
Oh,
they
boy.
should probably go there. That'd actually be a pretty good spot for a player to go
Get
incognito.
shotgun pizza wine and put your name
how'd
on
that
the,
go,
on the
Greg?
wall. For me, yeah, it didn't go
There
so well.
is video evidence of that if you
Yeah.
scroll back on our YouTube to June. All right, let's take a
Is
look.
it Sunday yet?
Let's take a look at the punch card. My God. Yeah, and as I mentioned, look at line 2.
Every
Win,
other.
loss. Win, loss. Win,
So that means Dallas. What do you think?
loss.
I have a hard time looking at ahead and thinking the punch card looks great. I have a hard time thinking they're going to win in Dallas, which
Mhm.
means that Vemelko will get 59 saves and they'll win 2-1. Like it could happen.
That would be insane if they win in Dallas. That
And
would be
it could
insane.
happen.
It
But that's
could
the kind
happen.
of that is the kind of Vemelka game where they're going to get a lot of shots on goal. This team shoots a lot of pucks, and they shoot from everywhere. Especially that top line. And Rupe Hintz is on complete fire right now.
How about Joe Pa?
He's been just all right. Just all right. The
I'm
team
big
is
Joe
being
Pa fan.
Rupe Hintz is leading the team, and Robertson hasn't found his groove yet, and hope he doesn't find it against the Coyotes. He's off to a slow start. Heiskanen's been great. Ben is chipping in too, but this is all about Rupe Hintz, and this team sucks.
Rupe.
This team sucks at odd man rushes. Rupe Hintz is fire,
Joe Pavelski leads the Stars with 12 points.
but he does
Just wanna throw
goals
that
is
out.
Rupe, right?
Yeah, they're tied with 5 each.
Oh well, there you go, Joe Pa.
Joe Pa's my guy.
He is. He's 49.
I don't know if you know
51?
this, but he was a Wisconsin guy.
He went to Wisconsin. Heard of it.
Not Minnesota. Wisconsin guy.
That's his fault. They didn't
Yeah.
recruit him.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we got JD Reyes back in studio next
Yes.
week. He is the #1 proponent of Shady Rays, and I
Yes.
cannot wait for JD to give a Shady Rays ad read when he's in studio. We got to make sure that happens.
Did he do it last time?
No,
Oh.
he wanted to, but we didn't have one, and so we got to make sure
Okay.
he gets a read. Shady Rays, check him out. Go online, scroll all the different styles, colors. They're awesome, and I haven't mentioned this in a while. They really stand by their product. If you break them, if you lose them, if you don't like them,
It's really hard to break them, but
it is.
if you somehow manage, yeah.
But they have an amazing return policy. They really stand by their product. So check them out exclusively for our listeners. Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use code PHNX for 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades. Rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. I gotta say, the bag of OGs did make its way out on the office tonight.
Yeah, we won't throw anybody
I
under
will
the
not
bus.
say who had the OGs. Just know that they were had
There were
by
oh,
more
not a lot
than
of
one
people.
individual.
There's not a lot of people in this office.
No, there was 6.
And 2 people had
And
I'm
OGs.
just
I
saying.
wasn't here earlier, so it was 5, so I can narrow it down.
Totri is admitting that it was him. Yeah,
Yes, okay.
he literally
They're
walked
made.
out.
You know where they're made?
Still 3-0.
They're made-
Scratch made in Arizona.
10-0
Sundevils
ASU.
with
Wow.
a TD on the board.
All right. Scratch made right here in Arizona, local made, amazing flavors, different types. You got the Happy Balance, Indica, Sativa, Microdose, Sleep Edition, whatever it is you're looking for. And right now, you can get a discount at Zen Leaf Dispensaries. Head to zenleafdispensaries.com, find your closest location, order your favorite OG's gummies for pickup, enter code PHNX to get 25% off at
How much?
checkout.
That's a lot.
25% off.
25%.
That's a big
What
discount.
a bargain.
This deal is exclusive to our PHNX listeners, and reminder, it's available only for online pickup orders. Discount code PHNX is active until November 30th. You guys have any final thoughts on this mess of a game?
Yeah, I'm glad the power play stepped and Carcone gets 2 goals. I think that spreading out the offense for this team is going to be important because they're going to give up a lot of goals.
There it is.
Craig says, Fig Newtons are cookies.
Yeah,
That's
Fig
his final
Newtons.
thought.
I mean, Wikipedia agrees with me. Nabisco calls them cookies. I mean,
And my final thought, I'm cutting you off. My final thought is it's a great time to become a diehard because all those AI images, that's all came from our Discord. We had a blast. We have a blast every game. I feel like today's game was a perfect microcosm of our Discord with like everybody doom and gloom and then everybody up and everybody down, and we're all in it together, and that's what's so great. And you can also save 20% on merchandise when you're a diehard. You can get 20% off events. The Logan Cooley tees shipped this week, unless, this is my little message to everyone, if you ordered a medium, there's a slight delay, but they will be shipping later this week. But if you ordered any other size, yours should have shipped. And check out those shirts right now, phnxlocker.com. Also get 20% off events as well. Just a lot of great reasons.
And Royan with the antenna, who I said wasn't a diehard, is a diehard. So
He's
sorry,
a diehard.
Royan.
Hey, and the Coyotes prospect report comes out tomorrow for diehards,
only.
Diehards only.
Can you remind everyone who the players
Julian
are?
Lutz.
Yep.
Mav Lamb.
Yep.
And Michael Robble, who had a rough outing tonight.
Yep. Michael Robble. Is that what the burglar, the Hamburglar said?
Robble.
Yep,
Yes.
it is. Do you have any idea what that reference is?
The Hamburglar?
Hamburglar?
You don't know who that is?
I know what that is, but
Mayor McCheese.
Oh, Mayor McCheese, Grimace.
Grimace. McDonald's used...
Hairball.
Yeah, Robble.
Hairball. It's like hairball?
Say it one more time. Hairball.
Hairball?
It's nothing like what we say. See? Again, we just need Redeemer Bada on the show.
We need to make it a
Hairball.
sounder so
Yeah.
I don't have to keep doing this.
Seriously.
Oh, man.
That's
All right.
what everybody in the chat just said. Do we have to keep doing this?
I think the Sun Devils just got scored on.
Oh, no.
Time to go,
boy.
Boogie.
All right. Well, this has been a lot of
Time to
fun.
go.
Thank you, everybody, for chiming in the chat. If you're watching later or listening on audio, we appreciate you. On audio, go ahead and give us 5 stars if you would. And if you feel kind and generous, you can leave us a written review as well. That would be great. And if you're watching on YouTube, either live or later, hit the thumbs up. It means a lot to us. And subscribe to the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. We're close to 20K subscribers, right, Eric? We're so close. We want to hit 20K. Awesome achievement for us. So support, share, spread the word. We would sincerely appreciate it. And you can follow all of us on Twitter at SPeters Hockey, at Leah Merrill, at Craig S. Morgan, at Eric Ruby. That's Eric with a K. And now I forgot to turn my volume off, so sorry, everyone. And you can follow the show at PHNX_Coyotes. Still waiting for 6,000 there. So we hit a little bit of a slow point on there. So we would love to hit 6K. We really would. But everybody, we appreciate you all. This was a fun one. Nice to have nights like these, have a little laugh because it's a long season. But we'll be back. We're off tomorrow. We'll be back Monday at 2 p.m. for an Around the NHL with some special guests.
Indeed.
So you'll want to tune in Monday at 2 p.m. and then we'll have another post-game show on
Petey has no idea
Tuesday.
what we're talking about, but that's okay.
That's why I'm literally saying the schedule so he would listen, but he's not even listening
No,
because
it's
he's
Monday
on
at
his
2.
phone. Monday at 2.
And there's
special
special
guests.
guests, and we're going around the NHL.
Yep.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yep.
Cool.
And Tuesday postgame. That's all you need to know for now. And the schedule will be
And nothing
pinned
on
at the
Wednesday.
top of our Twitter.
And off on
Nothing
Wednesday? Okay, I got it.
There you go.
Cool. I know when I work.
Oh, Lord.
All
All
right.
right. Well, enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Everybody tune into the PHNX Sun Devils postgame show to break down whatever happens in
Say
this
hi
game.
to Torty.
To Torty. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. And we will talk to you on Monday.
We all silly like the mayor.